Why is it important to take a break from social media? Hey everyone, it's Emily, the Career Catalyst here. And I think this is a really important topic right now because we're seeing so much of this kind of dialogue happening because of Facebook's outage on Monday. So today I just really want to talk about what this means and why it's important. So the way I generally recommend that people take social media detoxes is to schedule a day or two when it makes sense in your schedule to step away from all of your social media. And it doesn't have to be necessarily a full day. It could be an afternoon, but the more time you can devote to it, the more you'll see the impacts of it. And so that means that, you might check your phone once or twice, but you're not going to be hopping onto your social media pages there. You're going to be using it for things like checking the time and the weather. Those kinds of things that are not going to get you into that headspace of your incessant Facebook checking. And then, you might read a book. You might go for a hike. I have a friend who recently said she took time away where she was out in the wilderness and just didn't even have reception on her phone. So there was no option to check her social media. So things like that are kind of the hows. But how about the whys? Well, you've probably read the studies. There's a lot of them out there about how social media can actually be kind of detrimental to our overall mental health. And I think it's a balancing act because there are additionally studies that show that it's really good for our mental health because it lets us connect with people we might otherwise not be in touch with. So really, it's just kind of looking for what that balancing point is. And that's part of why I recommend a day or two of a social media detox. Now, that said, if you're feeling bigger impacts from your social media usage, you can certainly opt for longer. One of the things that you'll notice when you're not on for a day or two is that you feel like you're less in this cycle of comparison and you feel less bad about the supposedly perfect lives that people in your circles are living. I don't know about you, but I can get kind of bummed out if I'm seeing just nothing but sunshine and unicorns on people's pages because it just doesn't seem real. So that's always kind of a nice break. And then the other thing is sometimes I think we get a lot of FOMO when we're on social media too much. People seem to be doing really cool things all the time. And that can make us feel kind of weird and guilty if we're just staying at home, if we're not actually going out and doing all of the things in the world. So that's a nice thing to step away from. Some people also report that they feel super competitive when they're on social media. And so not being on social media also lets that relax a little bit once you kind of step into your real life. And then I always feel that there is a layer of distance that we can put between ourselves and our actual lives when we feel the need to record it all the time. I think that, for instance, at a concert, if you see people who are filming the whole thing, I always think I would just rather be there and enjoying the moment instead of capturing it so I can relive it in 3 years, especially because I probably won't. So really kind of try to embrace being in the moment. This is, of course, a basic mindfulness practice. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to take photos of a beautiful meal or to report something really great that happened or to capture a really great event that you went to. But I think the point of the detox is to step away from feeling like that is a necessity. You can actually just opt to not go there. Doesn't have to be a thing. And I think you'll find a healthier balance in your life when you choose a couple of these detox days moving forward. They don't have to be terribly frequent. Much will depend on what your particular relationship to social media outlets is. But try it. Try it maybe for this long weekend. See if it helps. See if you feel better for the process of not engaging in some of the silliness that goes on online. The other thing I will say is that if you don't want to take a break, or if you find that you are getting kind of pulled into Facebook anyway, curate your feed pretty carefully. When I'm feeling low, I like to go to the sites that always perk me up and make me feel happy. So I go to sites or to pages like disapproving corgis, and there's a few wildlife rescue pages that I watch. And they're just nice. They're sort of wholesome people rescuing animals, funny pictures of dogs, that kind of thing. I also really like the dogs of UPS. These are really good ways to engage in your social media and not feel like it's pulling you down. It's not depressing you. It's not getting under your skin. It's just kind of fun interactions that you can have in a way that I think is really wholesome and pleasant. So I hope this is good information for you. I hope it's helpful. Let me know if there are any specific topics you would like to see covered here. And you all have a great weekend. I am looking forward to my Monday off, and I hope you all get that as well. Bye.